What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. A lot of you requested that I react to my first start as a Dodger, a near no-hitter in Colorado. So that's what we're doing today. So if you want to see that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It really helps the channel out, give you a chance to do that. Okay, I haven't watched this game since it happened. Actually, I was there, so I haven't really watched it back. It was a good start. I will tell you it was cold, and that's really all I remember about the game going into it. So we'll see what I remember when we play it. We got Tapia leading off. So first pitch of the year, throwing a ball, not ideal. Not really what you want to do, especially going 2-0. Yeah, pretty typical for me actually though. There we go, squared up the middle of the zone. Squared up in the middle of the zone again, and he actually puts a charge in this ball, really. I mean, it is Colorado, so the ball kind of goes a little bit further than it would in other stadiums, but he got on that one pretty well. 2-1 fastball right down the middle, not really what you want to do. That's a much better start to this at-bat. Sets up the tunnel that I want to use really well. Go in right there, get a swing and miss, and now at this point he's seen, you know, a fastball kind of here and a fastball up here. So anything that starts in this general location here and breaks any which way is going to be pretty much a free swing and miss, I would say. So we'll see what I go with. Looks like I went back up to the fastball. Now thinking back and seeing, if we scroll back there a little bit, seeing this heat map up here on the right, it's provided by 4app, so thanks to those guys. But anyway, probably knew that there's a large tendency for swing and miss up there going into the game. That's probably why I went to it. I also do have a tendency to just like go right to my breaking stuff as soon as I get the 2 strikes. So probably a good setup pitch here to throw that one. Go to 1-2. And then we get that swing and miss, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. If this looks like the first couple frames out of my hand of a fastball, it's going to end up right about here. And you can see that ball tracking towards that spot. So it's here, and then the next frame it's there, and then the next frame it's here, and the ball is going towards that fastball spot that led off the game, and then as you see it play out, it just sweeps away and he can't reach it. So large swing and miss area over here on the slider in 2 strike counts. Really well executed one. A lot of people say that you can't make the ball break in Colorado, but that's, you know, it doesn't break as much, but it's definitely not true. You can still go to your stuff. Interesting little tidbit right there. If you look at where Will is setting up the glove, he's like basically middle of the zone. And you might look over here and say middle of the zone is dangerous. This is why it's important to know your miss tendencies. So I have a tendency to miss in this direction with my cutter when I'm trying to hit the target. And so I set the target in an area where I don't hit it very often, and I know that I'm going to be in this area out here a lot more often, which is more advantageous. So anyway, just a little bit of a tip. Get a strike right there. Dangerous pitch, but I'll take my chances. Big slider, big miss right there, and you can see that kind of glove side miss that I have. Much better pitch right there. Oh, wow, what a play. Yes. So that definitely shouldn't have been, like this shouldn't have even been close to a no-hitter. I mean, Story absolutely scalds this ball. Just smokes it up the middle. I almost catch it, and there's no reason that Gav should be even anywhere close to that. I mean, second baseman obviously usually plays over there, but what a play. I mean, the effort, this is the 3rd hitter of the season. I mean, not of the season, I didn't pitch opening day, but like 3rd hitter of my season. But the effort in the first series of the year to go after that ball and make that play, really fantastic. Now, this also sets up an interesting thing for later in the game. I remember that Story hit a ball off of me, and he's the first one to get a hit. Now you can see that I was attempting to go up here for this put away pitch, and I yanked it actually into a decent spot, but because of the flow of the at bat, That just was not the right pitch in the flow of the at-bat. So get away with that one there because Gav makes a hell of a play. Blackman, he's just taking. He doesn't swing very often first pitch, so I was just trying to square up the middle of the zone there. And then we get up into a better spot. He actually hits this ball pretty hard. Got in on him a little bit, but another great play there by Belly. Dodgers just covering some ground, opening series here. Now, I don't know what the heck was going on in this at-bat. Like, I'm just trying to throw the ball middle, and I just can't throw the ball middle. Like, Will is literally setting his glove up middle of the zone, and I just have, I don't know, it's like there's a big bubble, and it's like, can't go anywhere here, but you can go all the way around it, just like in this area out here. And I actually have good numbers, and I fare well against him, but I just can't throw a dang strike. Like, I know he's not going to swing at a first pitch right there, and I just can't even hit the zone. It's so frustrating. Just wastes a lot of pitches, and it's like a free strikeout, but I just can't execute. And then I get away with the ball that should have been absolutely nuked. Oh boy. So this isn't me being good the first couple innings here. I'm actually being really bad. Like, watching it. Like, I feel like this was a good outing up until the 7th when I get bombarded with homers, but yeah, this actually wasn't that good. You can see here, like, just get the ball like in this zone and don't leave it down. Do not leave it here. And that's where I leave it. It's just that ball should have been hit, and I think that ball actually, maybe that ball is a homer later in the game if I remember correctly, something like that. I don't know, we'll have to see. Get a nice call right there. Nice catch, Will. Get back in the box, meat. Velo 94, that's good. What are we, second inning? So I do remember in this game that, ooh, that was a good pitch. I think if this fastball is a strike, that gets a swing. You can see the reaction right here of the hitter. He wants it, but he identifies that it's going to break off a little bit early. Like 1-1 count, he doesn't have to protect. I think if I get the fastball there prior, it's probably a swing and miss, but anyway, didn't, so we're 2-1. Now we throw the hit me pitch right in the middle of the zone. And we come back. Hey, that's a sword. Do the sword, sir. Sir, please, can you give me a sword? Can you do this? Can you just, I just want the, nope, okay, no sword. Unfortunate because this is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. That's just the typical sword right there. Pitch-wise, like this looks like that middle, kind of something that's going to be middle here, and then just breaks way off and down. Yeah, good pitch. I just want the sword. Just give me the, Good pitch to start it off, get in on him, jam him. Really nice to lead off the inning. Now, that pitch right there, 91 miles an hour, and I do remember in this game because it was cold and we score a lot of runs. You can see it's already 4-0 in the third. I think it was 8-0 after the fifth or something. And I remember just sitting, I could not keep myself warm, so I would go out and I'd be throwing like 88 or 89 the start of an inning. And that's just not good because I cruise at 94 normally. But yeah, it just took me a long time to get warm for an inning. So something to watch in this game for sure. There's that middle fastball at 91. That's kind of what I'm talking about, second pitch of the inning. So there's another middle one. Now this is the pitcher. So kind of no harm, no foul. I mean, pitchers can't hit, of course. You don't want to be too careful, but you do want to be ahead. He actually put a good swing on that. That was a really good tunnel, too. Just looked like the middle fastballs and broke off. Really well executed pitch. And really, as a pitcher in this case, like all you're doing is trying to make the opposing pitcher throw more pitches. Now, there's a 95. So he fouls this pitch off, which is a slider, which looks like one that starts here and breaks off. So after he gets this one over here that he chased out of the zone, then come back with the middle fastball. Got up to 95 right there, which is nice. Got me another strikeout. Always love getting strikeouts on the pitchers. I just get so mad at myself when I don't get a strikeout and this pitcher up. It's just so frustrating. But okay, big swing, top of the zone. He wasn't really close to that, and I see that. I'm like, all right, he's definitely hunting fastball. And after the first at bat where he got on a fastball pretty good, I don't want to give him another one of those. Got a call there on the cutter, which was great. Didn't get the curveball down where I wanted it, but got away with it. See, this is what I'm talking about though. Look, so we got vertical break is minus 20 inches right here. And this is in Colorado. So people say, oh, you can't make the ball break there, but that's negative 20. Any curveball that goes negative 20 or more is elite. So yeah, ball definitely does break in Colorado. Not as much, but it does break. And then we get the curveball into a better zone, and he lays off it, which is a really good take from him. I was surprised that he didn't swing at that pitch. And then we get a fastball kind of by him. He's laid on it, just middle. The only red spot on the zone. The only red spot, and I hit it. Just dumb pitching. Don't do that. It's just stupid. And then we come back with the cutter and get the lock up. Now, there's a little staring match going on here. Look at that. I forgot about that. I don't know why I did that. I thought he was staring at me after this. What happens here? I think when I'm looking at him, I'm thinking he's like, oh, I'm on that pitch. Like I should have hit it. Ooh. So I see him kind of like looking at me, or what I think is looking at me. But yeah, there's just a little bit of like prolonged eye contact right there. He kind of stops. The clip kind of cuts off, but he's like slowing down right here, like staring at me. Very interesting. Wonder what he was thinking. Hanging slider. So that pitch up and in, like the slider that hangs out up there is really tough for righties to hit for some reason. I don't throw it there on purpose. Nice play, JT. I don't throw up and in sliders to righties on purpose, but I'm not mad when they go there, just as long as they don't go middle. Slider off, or that was a cutter probably. 2-0. Got a really good swing at that. Really good swing. Now we dot this one down and away. Yep. And now we get the chase off. Yep. Sword. No. He swung at that. Definitely swung at that. Yeah, so, okay. Looking back, so let's talk about this at bat. So we miss a couple. We throw a fastball over here that he gets a really good swing at. He doesn't want to swing at this one that dots up right there, the cutter. Now, I think what's going on here is he's saying, no off-speed stuff, I'm only hunting fastball. Because I don't think he thought the cutter was a ball. I think he just noticed it wasn't a fastball and just tried to hold up to not swing at off-speed stuff. And then, I mean, this pitch should have been absolutely crushed, and I think if you look at his reaction when he misses this, like I think that's what the reaction's telling you. Like he's like, oh, and he kind of looks out there and he's like frustrated with himself. So I think he's sitting fastball here, and he gets the cutter and he has to kind of foul it off, but he was off balance. If you look at that swing compared to the fastball swing, like this swing is off balance relative to the fastball. You see his feet kind of moving around, he's kind of hopping, he's a little bit off balance. Just dodging massive bullets in this at bat. Yeah, so, okay, so he gets the cutter that starts here and ends up here. And then he gets this slider that looks like it's that same cutter that's going to here, but it breaks more. And I love this combo. I love this combo. And we get that really bad swing and miss right there. He's just fooled completely because he saw a fastball he saw the fastball that ended up like right here that he got a really good cut at. He saw the cutter that started there and went this way, and so when this slider starts anywhere in this area, he reads that as either a fastball or cutter, both of them are strikes, swing, and then this thing just disappears out here and he's really got no chance. So put up a really good at bat there actually, and one of the big things that I noticed about that is I failed to get the ball in on him again. For the second at bat in a row, I didn't get the ball in on him, and that logged in my memory, and that comes into play later in the game. So now we get Blackman Fastball away. Got a really good swing at that. Don't throw that pitch again, please. Cutter in. He's a professional hitter, man. You don't get him to chase a whole lot. It's tough at bat for me. Kind of a backup cutter over there. Get a decent ground ball. Not a bad area if you keep it backdoor. You just got to be careful of that cutter leaking middle. Here we go again. So bottom of the fifth. First guy, 90 miles an hour. It's now 8-0. I probably sat for a while there. First pitch of the inning. I'm just having trouble getting loose. So had some big issues with that. Ball 2. It's not the mound, Trevor. Don't check the mound. I did slip, but just throw a strike, dude. Literally just trying to throw this middle. Which is terrible, but I haven't thrown him a strike all game. I know he's not swinging until I do, so get a call there. All right, back to the ball. Oh, he swung at it. Hey, thank you. That's just over-aggressive there. And a weak. So I locked it in a little bit better there. It was a little bit, oh, that's right. Ball gets away from us a little bit there. Anyway, I locked it in a little bit better there and had executed a couple pitches. Better that at bat to him, but. All right, so this is tough. We're at 54 pitches on that one and should be an out. I'm rolling now. I'm cruising along pretty well, executing a lot better than I was in the first couple innings of the game. And now we're guy on second and nobody out. So out of the stretch, got to deal with multiple signs. But anytime I can execute that pitch to a lefty, cutter up and in for a strike, first pitch, I feel like I'm in really good control of the at-bat. And yeah, another executed one. He wasn't seeing it well at all, so I go right back to it. Important to note, punched him out on 3 cutters in this at-bat, because next at-bat doesn't happen. I actually that was a really weird 0-0 swing. I think he was swinging fastball and tried to hold up on cutter. Throw another cutter. I just got a really good feel for my cutter. I remember this actually. So I have this thing where if there's an error behind me, I go one of 2 ways. I get really mad and crumble. That doesn't happen very often at all. Maybe 2 or 3 times in my career where I've let it affect me. Or I get really mad and I'm not letting this guy score, whether it's my run or not. So I just start throwing hard and lock in. And I think that's what happened here. I got a really good feel for the cut of the last at bat. Was ripping them pretty well. Start off with another one here, another 2, I should say. Get a slider, swing and miss, and I'm feeling myself. Pretty happy with that. Just gonna punch out the side here. There's that cutter up and in. Cutter up and in. Luckily that wasn't a bloop through the shift. That's happened to me before. That sucks. And then a curveball. And I'm pretty fired up right there, especially after the error kind of got the guy on base. So that was good. Backdoor cutter, strike. Yeah, I'm locked in now. I'm feeling pretty good. Anytime I start executing backdoor cutters, I have a really good feel for where I'm at. And I kind of got a little bit of an adrenaline rush there. So yeah, that was nice. Kind of helped combat the cold a little bit too. It's a good cutter, no swing on it, but still a good cutter. I'm happy with that pitch. Although we are 2-1 to the leadoff guy here, which isn't ideal. And then I have to waste my freeze pitch. Usually I go to that down and away as a freeze to end an at bat to a lefty, but had to waste it to get back in and then get this really bad swing on a cutter. Nice play by Corey. It's a tough play going out like that. Don't know what shoulder to kind of look over. So we're still giving up no hits at this point, and boys are playing good defense behind me. So this is the 3rd time through the order, and I'm okay, if I get through this, I'm at 84 pitches, or I'm not 84 pitches. I'm at pitch counts under control. I just got to get through the top of the order, and I'm clear for the no hitter. And I am thinking about it at this point. Kind of got in on him there. It's good. I am thinking about the no-hitter at this point. I'm wow, I'm in really good shape because I've had quite a few opening day starts or first start of the seasons where I've taken a no-hitter deep into the game. I just want to complete one, just one time. I've gone 6 and 7, and now this one I went into the 7th. a weird like finish to that swing. That was a really well executed pitch, and he got a better swing at it. So I read that, I'm like, I got to go to something else here. And ooh, look at that finish. Look at this finish right here. I really tried to throw that one hard. 95, one of my best bullets of the game for sure. Now do we get the swing and miss? Ooh, nasty. He's mad. Got him. Oh, got the McGregor strut. I'm definitely feeling myself right there. Now, put up 2 more runs. 10-0. When it was like 4-0, I'm like, all right, guys, that's enough. Like, let me just get out there. Just get me out there like 5 minutes after my last out. But we kept hitting, which is good. Never, that's good. Never want to take away from the guys. But first pitch of the inning, velo, 89 miles an hour, vertical break, 14 inches. That's just not good. That's extremely average. I usually sit in the 18 to 20 range. And so this is just a really bad fastball. And I know what happens here. I finally get the ball in. I've been trying to hit this spot, this exact spot, all damn game to him, and I finally get it in there, and it just is an absolute linea. No hitter gone. Sucks. I'm like, all right, well, at least I got a shutout. I'll take the complete game shutout. So we throw a curveball. Was that a curveball? What pitch was that? That was the cutter. Okay. So we throw a cutter and we get a really bad swing. He's way out in front of it. And then I decide to throw this pitch, and it's just no bueno. Bam. Shutout gone. Homer. What the hell is going on? Curveball's probably, looking at this map here, like not the darkest green, probably not the best to throw him. But yeah, just a bad pitch, hanger, bad pitch choice, and sometimes that's all it takes in a no-hitter. Get one hit and it kind of opens up the floodgates, so to speak. Like the offense, like, oh, we finally broke through, and then you just kind of roll after that. So that's kind of what happened to me here. 79 pitches, I'm still like, oh, I got like 2 more innings in me. I might get a complete game. That's fine. We're still at 90 though. I've only thrown 3 pitches this inning. I'm still not even warmed up. Get a strike. Cutter? What is this? Ooh, nasty slider. Out of the same tunnel, which is great. Good take there. Now that means to me that he's looking off speed. He just didn't even budge at that pitch and it barely missed the zone. I don't know if I'm reading that in the moment or not, but that's what I see right now. Get a chase out of the zone there. Kind of a defensive swing. Bad pitch to swing at though. Just a little over aggressive with the slider. And at this point in my head, I'm like, well, now I'm just wasting a bunch of pitches. So my complete game is probably going out the window because I can't just put this guy away. Try the fastball elevated again. Doesn't chase it. I'm like, this guy, he's putting up a good at bat right here. And he does. He actually puts up pretty good bats against me, but that's a strike in my opinion. I'm mad about it. So now I'm like, this inning sucks. Leadoff hit to lose the no-hitter. 2 pitches later, homer to lose the shutout, 2 runs. Now I'm like, that's a strikeout. Even though it was, it's borderline, I guess. Like, I want that pitch. Like, this is just dotted. Like, give me that pitch. I want that. I don't know. Maybe robot umps think that's a ball. Whatever. But now I'm like, well, shoot. Now I just, threw a whole bunch of pitches, lost the no-hitter, lost the shutout. Now I got a guy on, no outs. I'm like, this is definitely my last inning. This sucks. DP's warming up. And then we go freaking. Now I said earlier in the game I threw him this cutter down in here that I threw him 3 straight cutters. Didn't see it well. I was like, oh, he's really not seeing that pitch. Now I throw him the cutter. It stays in the zone. And now I get nuked again. So now my 6-inning no-hitter, 0 ERA, turns into 6 innings, no outs, 4 runs, which turns into a 6 ERA. So now I'm just heated on the mound. I'm like super pissed. That's only the, what is that, the 8th pitch of the inning or something? I get out 4 runs. furious. Just absolutely furious. I'm trying to like compose myself behind the mound right now. I'm just so mad. Poor DP hasn't even had time to warm up. They would have pulled me for sure if he was even loose, but he's only been like throwing for 4 pitches. That ball should have been nuked as well, just a middle cutter. Oy. Just tried to throw that one as hard as I can. I'm mad right now, for sure. Like, not trying to show it, but I'm pissed. Like, I really want that pitch too, even though it's a ball, but like in the moment I want that. Dude, why are you fouling that off? Just swing and miss. Give me my punchy. 95, just anger balls. And at this point, I'm like, well, shoot, I know this is my last inning. I know this is probably my last hitter. Just giving up 4 runs in the span of 4 hitters. I probably only have like 8 punch outs, or no, I think I had 9 punch outs. I'm like, at least give me double-digit punch outs. That's all I'm thinking about right now. Just furious. Can't get a ball by him. Can't get a ball by him. Like, dude, just give me my strikeout. And then I get him with the cutter. Finally, get it in the green zone. That's why you have the green zones, Trevor. You just throw them to the green zones, and then the guys don't hit them, and then you're good, and you don't give up runs. So anyway, yeah, that's my start. That's my reaction. I thought I was doing really well. I didn't actually execute well the first couple innings, like I said, but that 7th inning unraveled quick, really quick, and I was mad. I was really mad about that. Like, I had to kind of like put myself into a different mentality after the game and like breathe for a little bit and be like, okay, it's not the end of the world. It's the first start of the season. All you got to do the next game is go 7 shutout, and it balances out, and you're right back where you want to be. But like, I'm just furious right now. But I feel like I pitched really well. But the stat line, it just is so unfair because the stat line doesn't reflect it. I'm like, just boiled my blood, which is hard to do in Colorado at that time of year because it's cold. So yeah. Anyway, that's my first start as a Dodger. It's the first time I've actually watched that start back. So a lot of good pitches, a lot of things that I probably didn't see in the game that I saw now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below which game you guys would like me to do next, or if you like this format or anything like that. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. Hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you. See ya.